Morning. Time to go to work again. Had a really good night's sleep last night, so I'm feeling quite sparkly and bright, and feeling quite positive for today, even though I've suddenly realised that I don't think I have my work keys, so not sure how I'm going to get in this morning. But anyway, I'm going to go and fetch the Asda order and hope that there's somebody around who's got some keys. I think probably Brendan will be there and he'll be able to let me in, and if not, I'll just go for a coffee somewhere that's open. How about that? That'll be nice. Do a little bit of market research, and I'll go and fetch the shopping first though, and I think that will be fine. Whatever happens will be fine, however it works out, that'll be okay. So today I am going to create some playbooks. So basically, listening to Dan yesterday, and I know I'm going on a bit about Dan, but he is a bit of an inspiration for me. He was talking about how to set up playbooks, which basically are standard operating procedures captured on video, so that you can train people to do the things that you want them to do without having to do it more than once. So basically you upload the video and you call it whatever it is that you're training them on. So like sausage rolls, for example. I'm going to set up how to make sausage rolls governor's house style, so that it shows exactly what needs to be done and how they need to be measured and cut, and how much sausage to use, how big to make them, how to egg wash them, and some nice salt and pepper to make it so that they are consistently the same. My God, there's a lot of traffic here. Should I go? Should I go? I'll go. Thank you. There's a bus. Alright, let's go. So I'm going to make some videos on how-tos, and then upload it into a file that everybody will be able to have access to, and then everybody will be able to make sausage rolls as long as they follow the video. But we can do that on all sorts of things, so things like salad, and how we make up cakes. Iona might want to do it for how we make the cakes for the governor's house. Things that we do for closing down, opening up, all sorts of things that are going to be useful. So, for example, what to do and what order to do it in when you first get there. So, putting the ovens on, switching the immersion heater on, going around a whole building, opening up the fire exits, and switching all the lights on, making sure the toilets are clean, making sure that everything is up and running, and that the right music is playing, and that the tables are correct, and show how the tables should be, and how the menus ought to be, and how the napkins have got to be, and check the sugars and what it should be like outside, where the signs go. So basically everything that I know that I want and how I want it to be done, without expecting everybody to be able to read my mind and know how it's done. And then when they don't read my mind and they don't do it how I like it, I get internally annoyed about it. And at least if there's a video that says, right, so when we come to the table, we need to be looking at what we've got on the table and how it's set out. What does it, does it look like this? If it doesn't look like this, it isn't ready. We used to do what was called perfect tables, which meant that the menus had to be checked, make sure there's enough napkins and sugars, and basically making sure that everything is exactly how I want it to be, because at the end of the day, it's my vision for the cafe that is how it needs to be, or just have it owned by somebody else. I think I deserve for it to be how I want it to be, because I pay all the things that I have to pay for, like the staff and the supplies and the utility bills and the taxes and the rent and the electric, and I think that entitles me to have it set up and run how I want it to be done. So that's the order of the day, starting to do some videos. I think I would like to do one on how to greet customers, how we want them to feel, and why it's important, because a lot of our Google reviews are all fairly based on how friendly everybody is. And I'm a friendly person. I want people to feel happy and welcomed, and like we're grateful that they're there. Like I am grateful that people come into my cafe and spend their money with us when they don't have to. They could spend it somewhere else, but if they don't feel that, then they're not going to come back. And if they do feel that, then they're going to come back regularly. And regular customers are what pay the staff and the bills and the rent and the everything else. And it's just a nice circle of appreciation. They appreciate us being friendly. We appreciate them coming along. They appreciate how we make them feel. And we can only do that if we make them feel good. So I'm hoping that Brendan's not in today. Every bloody day he's in. He's not in today. Anyway, I'll go and fetch the shopping and then message a few people and see if there's anybody about to let me in, because I forgot my keys. Well, I didn't forget my keys. I think actually Harriet might have my keys on her key ring, and she's in Leicester, so that's not actually an ideal place to have my keys, Leicester, because I'm not in Leicester. So anyway, jibber jabber, that was a very short journey, and I didn't struggle with what to say today, because I had a little tiny plan in my head. Speed bump. And obviously a little tiny plan is better than no plan at all. Anyway, here I am at Asda, and I'm going to say bye then.